The lieutenant governor's role is very important because he has to succeed the governor in the event if something should happen to him. My experience, my skills, my knowledge and background affords me the opportunity to step right into that place without having any hiccups throughout that transition. I've had 275,000 people that I've been responsible for in the past, well over $200 million of a budget I've managed, and I've dealt with 26 contracts and 26,000 employees who walked off of a job. I know what it takes to get people brought back together and get them back to work again. We need to find that same kind of leadership, and that's what I bring to this party. The top priority that I find in Pennsylvania is to get people back to work again, to remove all the mask mandates, to look at what we have failed on over the last 8 years. We value what we believe in. We value our military. We value our law enforcement. We value our neighbors. We value our senior citizens. We value our jobs. We value schools, and we value school choice. We have to look at our assets and see how we can use those assets to bring in new businesses and look at what it's going to take to make it business friendly. Create an opportunity to make businesses happen in Pennsylvania. We can do that, but we have to be able to have the right leadership in place. Leadership is so critically important. Folks, we need to have a leader who's going to set a vision and make it work for all of us. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of households that were impacted adversely by the shutting down of businesses, the shutting down of child care centers. Mothers had to stay home and do multiple tasks. For example, they had to handle their own child care, whether they had a teenager or whether they had a 4 or 5-year-old, and then they tried working from home. It was virtually impossible to accomplish that. My top priority is to make sure that we never shut down Pennsylvania again, that we do everything within our powers to support the 10th Amendment of the Constitution. We have to let people know that we have a government that's for the people, who support all of us. Women play a very critical role in the economy in Pennsylvania. Getting women back to work, getting all of us back to work, will certainly allow us to be able to see progress being made, seeing how we can be able to improve our gross domestic product. We need to be able to share that vision with everyone throughout the Commonwealth. It's important that we do this, and we do this one time, so that there's no mixed emotions or confusion at all about where this leadership is taking this administration. We have to have people working together. Getting employment back on the line, it doesn't mean creating more stimulus. It means getting people back to work. I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to make it clear of what my vision and my role is as the Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. We need to look at what is it going to take to get a good government in place, to get Republicans and Democrats working together, to have the 67 counties feel as if they are part of the solution and not a part of a problem that we've created here somehow inside our Commonwealth. We need to look at our natural resources and see what is it going to take to make Pennsylvania great again. Those are priorities that I believe leaders are going to inspire. Going into areas such as the Senate and the House, speaking with those leaders and getting them more and more engaged in what it's going to take to accomplish the goals of this governor and accomplish the goals of this lieutenant governor. We need to find out how we can do that, but we need to work together as a team. We can find opportunities to work together with the people that are existing in both parties, Democrats, Republicans. We have a lot of people here with a tremendous amount of skill sets to make Pennsylvania great again. We need to have me, James Jones, the Frederick Douglass conservative, who can make people understand that the inspiration of Emancipation Proclamation means something to Americans. It means that we're going to be set free once again.